Hello students, in this video we are going to study about dental products. Learning outcomes of this video. After studying this video, the students will be able to explain dentifrices and anticaries agents. The students will be able to apply the knowledge of different inorganic substances as dentifrices and anticaries agents. Before we start, just have a look at the structure of tooth. The tooth has two main parts, the crown, which is that part of the tooth above the gum and visible in one's mouth, and the root or roots, which is that part of the tooth that lies beneath the gum and is surrounded by the bone. The teeth are important for chewing and eating. They also enhance the beauty of one's face. But sometimes we have the problems like toothache, dental caries, gingivitis or other dental problems. To overcome these problems, we are using various preparations. In this, we are studying first the dentifrices. These are the agents which are used to clean, polish the natural teeth. Generally, brush is used for their application or fingers can also be used. They are used to remove the debris and dental plaques. They should be able to remove the foul odor. They are available in two different types. One is cosmetic dentifrices, which are used for cleaning and polishing purposes. And the second is therapeutic dentifrices, which are used for the prevention or treatment of the dental problems. Now let us look at the example of dentifrices. The inorganic compound calcium carbonate. Its synonym is precipitated chalk. Molecular formula is CaCO3. Its molecular weight is 100.1. It contains not less than 98% and not more than 100.5% of calcium carbonate with reference to the dried substance dried at 105 degree centigrade. Its physical properties are: it occurs as a white microcrystalline powder which is odorless and tasteless. It is insoluble in water but soluble in carbon dioxide free water and produces calcium bicarbonate. Its chemical properties are: it reacts with mineral acids like HCl and produce the effervescence due to the elimination of carbon dioxide. Now, what do you mean by effervescence? Have you ever used ENO to treat the acidity? What happens when we empty the sachet of ENO in a cup of water? We observe the bubbles coming from the bottom. What are these bubbles? These are the bubbles of carbon dioxide and the phenomena is called as effervescence. Now let us look at the uses of uses. It's traditionally used as a dental cleaning agent and polishing agent in many toothpaste and tooth powders. It produces both antacid and abrasive effect in the mouth in a dose 1 to 5 grams per day. The next pharmaceutical agents which we are going to use is anti-caries agents. Now, what are caries? Caries are, or the tooth decay is a disease of teeth caused by acids produced by the action of microorganisms on the carbohydrate, which results in the decalcification of the tooth along with the foul mouth odor. And to treat this problem, we are using anti-caries agents. These are the agents used to prevent the dental caries or tooth decay. Now, what are the characteristics of an ideal anti-caries agent? It should be bactericidal. It should not be toxic. Bactericidal means what? It should be able to kill the bacteria. It should be able to penetrate the plaque, and it should be specific and non-irritating locally. There are three different kinds of anticaries agents. One is the substances altering the tooth surface or tooth structure. Examples is fluorides, silver nitrate, zinc chloride. And second class is the classification substances interfering with the carbohydrate degradation by enzymatic action. Example, vitamin K. Third is the substances which interfere with the bacterial growth and metabolism. Example, antibiotics and caries vaccines. Now, the fluorides, the role of fluorides. These are the substances which are present in a trace amount in our body, and this can be obtained from the food and water. They are not needed for growth and development of the body, but they can be used to prevent the decay and maintain the bone structures. How do they work? They get deposited in the bones and teeth by replacing hydroxyl and carbonate anions of hydroxyapatite. Its concentration is found to be more in the surface layer of the tooth enamel. These fluorides in the concentration up to 1 ppm, that is parts per billion, is essential to prevent the dental caries. But the quantity more than 2 to 3 ppm gets deposited in the bones and teeth, resulting in mottled teeth, gastric disturbances, muscular weakness, convulsions and heart failure. Its daily requirement is in infants of the age between the 6 months to 12 months, it is 0.01 milligrams to 0.5 milligrams per day. In the children between the age of 1 to 13 years, the dose is 0.7 to 2 milligrams per day. Adolescents and adults can take up to the 3 to 4 milligrams per day for male, and females can take up to 3 milligrams per day. The sources of fluorides, it is present in the natural sources, that is groundwater, but if it is not present there, then water can be fluorinated. And it is also sodium fluoride, it is also available as tablets or solutions, and generally stannous fluoride is extensively used for topical application. Now let us have a look of one of the preparation of fluorine, that is sodium fluoride. It has got the molecular formula NaF, molecular weight 42. It contains not less than 98.5% and not more than 100.5% of sodium fluoride with reference to the dried substance. Its physical properties are: it occurs as white powder or colorless crystals. It is odorless and tasteless. It is soluble in water and practically insoluble in alcohol. Its aqueous solution corrodes the glass containers, and hence a solution should be prepared in distilled water and stored in dark Pyrex bottles. Its chemical properties are: it reacts with concentrated sulfuric acid to give hydrogen fluoride gas, and this gas attacks the silicates and the glass. Now let us see the uses of sodium fluoride. It is very useful in the dental practice for preventing dental caries. It protects the tooth enamel by making it more resistant to the acid and promotes remineralization. It is also available as 2% solution for topical applications and is used for fluoridation of drinking water. Its dose is 2.2 milligram once in a day. For fluoridation of water, it is 1.5 to 3 ppm, and topical applications, it is 2%. There is one caution while using this sodium fluoride. It is in large doses, it is poisonous. It may lead to the mottling of the teeth, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal cramps, respiratory and cardiac failure. Hence, it should be kept away from children and stored in a well-closed containers protected from moisture. Next class of the drugs is desensitizing agents. Teeth are sensitive to the heat and cold. The perception to heat and cold is felt strongly in case of tooth decay or toothache. One cannot drink hot tea and coffee or cold drinks and also cannot eat sweets. The desensitizing agents like zinc chloride and strontium chloride are used in dental preparations to reduce the sensitivity. They act by local anesthetic mechanism, means they cause the anesthesia where they are applied. The example of this is strontium chloride. Its molecular formula is SrCl2, molecular weight is 158.52. The compound is not official in pharmacopoeia. Its physical properties are it occurs as hexahydrate colorless crystals and it has no odor. It is soluble in water and alcohol. Its solution is neutral and it effloresces in the air and deliquesces in the moist air. And it should be stored in well-closed container. What is efflorescence? Efflorescence is the phenomena where the compound crystals upon absorbing moisture may get converted to the powder form, and deliquescence means what? It will be converted to the solution form. Then what are the uses of this? It is used in the range of 10% weight by weight in the toothpaste and tooth powders. It is also used in medicated dentifrices. It is also used for the replacement of bone formation, promotes the bone demineralization in osteoporosis. The next class of the drug is zinc chloride. It had got the molecular formula ZnCl2, molecular weight 138.28. It contains not less than 95% and not more than 100.5% of zinc chloride with reference to dried substance. Its physical properties: it occurs as a white, odorless, deliquescent crystalline powder or granules or sticks. It is soluble in water, alcohol and glycerol and freely soluble in acetone. Its aqueous solution is acidic to the litmus paper. Now let us see about its uses. It is used as an antiseptic, astringent to the skin and mucous membrane. It acts as a powerful caustic. It is used as an injection cement for zinc replacement. It is also used in the mouthwashes to treat the ulcers and fistula. 1% solution of zinc chloride acts as a desensitizing agent. Now the next category of the inorganic pharmaceuticals is cements and fillers. Dental cements protect the areas which have undergone surgery. The cementing material is applied as paste and this gets hardened after some time and forms protective layer in the tooth. The hardened cement can be removed after healing. It acts as a temporary filling. For permanent fillings, we can use gold and silver as permanent fillers in case of tooth decays where the cavity has been produced. Now let us see the example of this cement and fillers is zinc eugenol. And eugenol is the oil obtained from the clove which is used to prevent the toothache. Zinc eugenol cement has been used in dentistry since 1890s. It has low strength, low abrasive resistance and hence a short life and is less irritating also. It is used as an impression material during the construction of complete denture. Students, we have gone through the various new terminologies like dental caries, abrasives, dentifrices, desensitizing agent, mouthwashes, cements, and fillers. Here is a revision for you. Just go through it. And you have also got an assignment in the form of the short answer questions and the long answer questions. Complete this assignment till we meet in the next lecture. And here is the list of references which you can go through. Till then, thank you. Stay safe. Stay home.